Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we're doing another 8-4 Dragons of Tarkir Fate Reforged draft. Kind of an unexciting first pick here. I think we actually are going to take the rare. Otherwise, it's like Ari Bowmasters, Cunning Breeze Dancer's pretty good. But I don't like first picking a two-colored card unless it's like absolutely insane. And I think Breeze Dancer's really good, but I don't think it quite qualifies as insane. But Prerogative's been pretty good for me. I mean, it's actually not that exciting of a first pick. It really isn't. But instant speed draw 4 is pretty nice. It's certainly better than enhanced awareness. For one more mana, you get an extra card and you don't have to discard, so you do net more cards. Otherwise, I think Bowmasters would actually be a pretty legitimate pick here too, but we'll take the Prerogative. I'm okay with that. Okay, so follow-up pick. Well, Profaner of the Dead stays on color. It's kind of removal. Otherwise, I think I probably just want to slam a Pacifism. Pacifism's pretty premium removal. Profaner doesn't always work exactly the way you want it to, but it does keep us in just blue. But if I end up not in blue, I guess I don't really care. I'm just going to take the best card here, Pacifism. Okay. So now there's Skywise Teachings, which I like, but you can table that a lot. I think I probably just want to slam the Sarkhan's Rage. There's also Dragon Fodder, Reducing Stature, Lore Master, both good. We'll take the Rage. I like it. Ooh, Ire Shaman, Twin Bolt, Silumgar Sorcerer. Here's some good cards. How good is Ire Shaman? It's pretty good. Pretty good rare. You know how I feel about Sorcerer. Love that card. I may actually just take the Twin Bolt. It's also Ojutai Summons too, but Twin Bolt's pretty good. Removal is pretty premium. Ire Shaman, like I said, is good. Potential card advantage. Plus evasion, cheap morph. Twin Bolt, on the other hand, is also very good. I think I'm going to take the Twin Bolt and just take the removal here. I do like Ire Shaman a lot. I think there's a strong argument that it's better than Twin Bolt, but Twin Bolt's pretty good for me, and I'm never going to be unhappy with it, so I'll take it. All right, I'm fine taking Kolaghan Aspirant here. Not really anything else that I care about too much, and Aspirant is actually a pretty good card. Okay. So some late white picks that are pretty good, which is actually a good sign for our Pacifism. I may just want to take the Jamoka Warrior. Otherwise, I can take the Spellfist to keep with the Prerogative, but at this point, I actually think the Pacifism is better than the Prerogative. I'll take the Jamoka Warrior. I actually like red-white quite a bit. I think it's a good combination. Okay. I can take Center Soul here. It's a pretty playable card. It's a pretty late segmented Crotique as well. Nothing here I really care about. I'll take the Volcanic Rush. If I end up with something pretty aggressive, it can be good. Although, since we're in red, if we end up exactly red-white, War Flares out of Fate Reforged typically come late, and I would argue is probably just as good, if not better, than Volcanic Rush. You don't get the trample, but you pay one less mana, you get to untap. Table Jamoka Warrior is a very good sign for white. Alright, some late green cards. I could take Impact Trimmers. Not a very good chance it makes the deck, but I may just want to cut red. Let's cut red. I'll let people take green. I think at this point I probably want to end up in red-white just based on the late Jamoka Warriors and the past Twin Bolt Sarkhan's Rage. I did have to pass the Ire Shaman, which sucks, but it's pretty much I'm passing a good red card whether I'm passing Twin Bolt or Ire Shaman, so it's kind of a tough spot either way. I'm willing to set the Prerogative aside. Well, impact trimmers too, I guess. All right, Skywise Teachings I'm more scared of than Guardian Shield Bearer, so I'll take that. Cut Red, we'll let them take their Magmatic Chasm and whatever. I really don't care about any of these cards. Guess we'll take the artifact, whatever. So, got a cheap curve going. Pretty good removal. Center Soul is certainly a combat trick. So Hyper Aggro Red-White is presumably the direction. Yes, Vandalize is not a great card. It is sideboardable, and I'm pretty happy to see it 14th. Okay, so pretty successful pack one. Twin Bolt, Pacifism, Sarkhan's Rage are all nice removal. Double Jamoka Warrior, Aspirant, pretty good 2-drop. We're definitely gearing up to be a pretty hyper aggro deck here, which is good. Ooh, Silumgar Assassin's a pretty good one, but I don't think we can first pick that. Not when we're going for this whole red-white plan. I think we might have to take an unexciting pick here. I mean, I could splash for the Assassin. It's a good card. I don't like it so much on splash. Aggro decks also don't lend themselves too well to splashing. I could just take the Summit Prowler. Could also take the Dragon Fodder. Dragon Fodder is going to pair the best with the War Flare and the Volcanic Rush. I could just take it over Summit Prowler. Summit Prowler is pretty good too, but let's take the Dragon Fodder in the hopes that we see some War Flares, because then I think Dragon Fodder does get legitimately a lot better, and we're not passing much of anything else. I could take the Evolving Wilds, but Dragon Fodder is fine, I guess. Oh, Foul Renewal? Jeez. Foul Renewal is pretty good. I guess we're going to take a Tarka Efreet. It's also good. It's very aggressive. Works well with Volcanic Rush. Silumgar Assassin and a Foul Renewal. There's going to be a happy black player, I'll tell you that. Okay, Forerunners is very good. I think we might have to take the Tail Slash. We don't have to take the Tail Slash. I kind of want to take the Tail Slash. Forerunners tends to be also very good with Dragon Fodder, but I got to take removal when I can get it. Typically, removal is harder to get than creatures, and Tail Slash pairs really well with our Dramoka Warriors as well. So I guess I'm going to take it. Well, you know how I always feel about Volcanic Vision. I do like the card. However, I'm not going to take it here. It doesn't strike me as a deck that's going to be able to effectively play it. I think we're either taking Aspirant or Lightwalker. If we had any ways to put counters on guys, I would probably do the Lightwalker, but I think I'm just going to take the Aspirant instead. This may, in fact, be a Glaring Aegis deck for once. Nothing else here of substance, so okay. Herald of Dramoka I like. Got quite a few warriors already. Seems good. Otherwise, Tormenting Voice, also good, but we'll take that. Ooh, a late Dragon Fodder. All right. Going heavy on the token theme. Minister of Pain is going to wreck us. I can't hate pick over a card that I'm definitely going to main deck, though. That doesn't work out. God, black players getting hooked up. I mean, especially because Dragon Fodder is going to be so good if we, like I said, if we pick up some War Flares now. Like now, even if we don't pick up War Flares, Volcanic Rush has to make this deck. But yeah, if we can pick up War Flares, this deck gets way good. Late Silumgar Sorcerers. Scale Blessing's not that great in this deck, but it's a combat trick. It's more exciting than Kindled Fury, I think. Would pair better with the Lightwalker, but that's alright. Lose Calm versus Champion of Erishin. Champion's okay. I guess it works pretty well with Tail Slash. It's a nice card to pump. I might just want the Lose Calm. This seems like a deck that can main deck Lose Calm. Do like Lifelink. I think I'm going to take the Lose Calm. I've got a feeling I kind of want it for this deck. All right, I think I'm going to hate the Negate. I don't need a Chasm. So, well, we're definitely looking like either a 16 or a 17 lander. I might actually need this Tactician. Otherwise, I could slam a Kindled Fury, but we're still a little bit creature light, even counting the Dragon Fodder. So I'm going to take the Tactician. It's a fine creature. I guess now, after a Scale Blessing and a Tactician, I wish I had picked up a Lightwalker, but that's okay. Kolaghan Forerunners, like I said, would have been very good for this deck, but it's tough to pass up on a Tail Slash. Some good removal. We'll take Spider Silk Net for sideboard. Sadist. Guess we'll take the 1-drop creature. The old 1-mana 1/2. If I end up with like 3 War Flares, maybe I'll play Keeper of the Lens for a first. Never seen this card played in 73 drafts. Poor Keeper of the Lens. Whisperwood, I think I gotta take that. Isn't that worth tickets? It's worth 6 tickets. I gotta take it. Otherwise, I think we would probably just slam Defector, Summons, or Goreswine. Maybe the Goreswine for curve. Although I could have as many 2-drops as I want. But regardless, we're gonna take the 6-ticket card here. All right, follow-up pick. Well, pretty easy Heel Cutter. Awesome card. Very good in a deck like this. Collateral Damage, Hope to Table. Something this deck could use. Geez, Sandstep Mastodons. That card's good too. Passing a lot of good rares. There's our War Flare. There's a Sky Captain, Teamer Battle Rage. I think we actually take the Outcast. Outcast is amazing. I think we're going to Hope to Table the War Flare. I don't think it's that unlikely. I'm really hoping that we do, though. Here, I think we just slam a Collateral Damage. Although, no, I guess we only have 11 creatures right now. All right, I guess we can take the Monk. It seems really good in this deck with 11 other spells to use it with. Hopefully table the Collateral Damage. I guess there's a chance. All right, hoping to table that 1 War Flare. At this point, even 2 probably wouldn't be that bad. It's pretty powerhouse. It's going to be a pretty powerhouse card in our deck. Okay, I guess I can take Word Scale Dragon. I'm not in love with it, but Pressure Point's the other option, which is, I guess, pretty good. Word Scale is more powerful. Pressure Point can table. We're actually good on the removal department, so I don't even know if I need Pressure Point. Word Scale's not bad. I probably don't want to play 16 lands anyway, and I won't play 18 for a Word Scale. I feel comfortable with 1 high-end creature in this deck. I think Pressure Point's a pretty good card too, but I've been pretty happy with 1 6-drop in my aggro deck. You can top out there and be fine. Jeez. Second out Sandstep Outcast. There's our War Flare again. I think I'm gonna take Outcast. I'm really hoping we get those War Flares. If we see one of them, like Outcast is just so insane. Volcanic Rush suddenly became like one of our most powerful cards. If we end up with no War Flares, Volcanic Rush is like a bomb spell in this deck. I may actually cut Glaring Aegis. I think there's a good chance it's not going to make the cut. Outcasts are just so good. But like I said, Minister of Pain has got to be like the most debilitating card to play against. I guess I'll hate Whisk Away. It's not even that good against us. Maybe Sage is more annoying against us, actually. Or I could take Swiftwater Cliffs to splash the negate. Seems unnecessary. Let's just take the Sage. We've got like infinite warriors for our Herald of Dromoka. Not that vigilance like makes or breaks the game necessarily, but it's nice to have. Alright, well, I think I'm actually going to take Rage Form over the Pressure Point. It's better with Volcanic Rush. And we're still, well, we're not Creature Light anymore. We have 14, but wouldn't mind having another one. And if we pick up either of those War Flares, it's going to be much better. I'm trying to think what our weakest card is right now. Not sure. Maybe the Scale Blessing. Soul Summons will take. Maybe dump the Lose Calm. Get another 2-drop. Skirmisher. It's possible. There's our War Flare. Beautiful. Beautiful pickup. Super late. Exactly what we needed. If we see that second one, I might even play it. There's a decent chance. Takes the Cliffs, I guess. Take the Pressure Point. Scroll. Not likely to play it, but... Alright, well, looks like we're not going to get the second War Flare, but I'm pretty happy we tabled the first. Because now we have War Flare and Volcanic Rush, which is certainly going to be enough. So... got to make some cuts. I got to tell you, I think Skirmisher's probably on the chopping block. These are all creatures. I probably don't need the Pressure Point. I think the card's okay, though. But I probably don't need it. So, 2 cuts. I still don't like Skirmisher that much. People have told me I should like Skirmisher more. I just disagree. I don't think it's that great. Yeah, it's a 1-drop flyer, but I'd rather have 2-drop 2+ power things. I mean, the only reason Dragon Fodder is good in this deck is because of War Flare and Volcanic Rush. But the only reason Skirmisher would be good is because why? Because it flies and it's a 1-drop? I just think I can do better things. Maybe we can cut the Scale Blessing, though. And then my last cut, maybe the Tactician. So maybe I can do something like this. 17 lands. I have 1 6-drop, which, like I said, I'm okay with. It's a bomby card. Everything else, we have a low curve. Removal is certainly satisfactory. Twin Bolt, Pacifism, Tail Slash, War Flare, Sarkhan's Rage, Volcanic Rush are all combat tricks. Efreet's kind of removal. I like this deck a lot. It looks like my style. I actually, the funny thing is, I actually think this is a deck that could run Scroll to Masters. We have 11 non-creature spells, which is pretty good, actually, but I think it's something I don't want to invest in. I think we're in a bigger hurry than that. I do think Rage Form is insane in this deck with War Flare and Volcanic Rush. We didn't get a Temur Battle Rage, but that's okay too. Alright, I think we're gotta be happy with this deck. Alright, looks like we're a pretty even split. So They want to err towards white. I mean, it almost looks like the symbols are like dead even, but we need double red earlier for rage form. We have like an equal number of, I guess our 1-drop is white. The symbols have got to be like spot on. They are. So it's really like, let's look at our 2-drops. All right. Well, now it makes a little more sense. We have 6 white 2-drops and only 5 red 2-drops. And then 3, okay. So we need, it looks like we need red a little bit later than white. All right, I guess I agree with their assessment then. Let's go 9-8. Pretty powerful deck, though. Nothing fancy in terms of rares. Obviously, we passed quite a few good rares, but pretty fancy in terms of the game plan. I mean, very aggressive deck. Very, very aggressive. Looks like it consistently can draw some goods. I think Center Soul is actually good enough for this deck compared to, like, you know, Pressure Point or Scale Blessing, both of which would be fine. But I kind of like the idea of Center Soul because it can be used aggressively to get by defenders too. Or it can be used as a protection spell, and you get the rebound effect on it. So on your turn, play Center Soul, attack in, and then on your next turn, you get to attack in again. Can be very good. All right. Well, this is it. So see how this goes. See you round 1.